If you've ever felt behind because your car's a little older, your wardrobe isn't designer, or your vacation pics don't look Instagram perfect, this video's for you. In this video, we're going to dive into the illusion of wealth, the hidden power of not upgrading your lifestyle, the freedom that comes from opting out of the hedonic treadmill, and how looking poor might actually be your secret weapon for a wealthy, worry-free retirement. And stick around to the end. I'll share a real-life story that could flip how you think about status, spending, and success. But first, hi, I'm Kurt, a certified financial planning professional. Welcome to the channel where we talk about money and meaning. So let's get into it. Recently, my family and I took a trip to Savannah. It's a charming southern city with moss-draped oaks, cobblestone streets, and some of the most beautifully preserved historic homes you'll ever see. And while we were touring the city on an old trolley, our guide, who was dressed to the nines in antebellum fashion and fully committed to her southern drawl, told us a story about Jones Street. Now, according to her, this is where the phrase keeping up with the Joneses originated. It was a bunch of wealthy families, grand homes, and constant one-upmanship. Now, spoiler alert, that's not actually true. I had to look it up, but it is a great story, and it got me thinking. Let's start with something that we've all seen. It's what we call the illusion of wealth. I've seen it countless times, and this is because I have a unique view into people's finances, but you probably know who they are. It's the people that, they make good money, but it goes out the back door as soon as it comes in the front door. And in fact, many high earners are quietly broke because they're spending everything, sometimes even more, to keep up appearances. Meanwhile, the truly wealthy, they often don't look it. They drive reliable cars, live in modest homes, wear simple clothes, but build serious wealth behind the scenes. Do you need some proof? Well, Warren Buffett still lives in the same home that he bought in 1958. You see people like Mark Zuckerberg that wear the same color t-shirt every day. Because here's the truth. When you look poor, or at least avoid looking flashy, you create something really powerful. It's space. Space to save. Space to invest. Space to step off the hamster wheel of status chasing. Because looking poor often means you are spending less than you make, you're avoiding what you might have heard called lifestyle creep, and you're freeing yourself from society's expectations. But hear me very clearly. It's not about scarcity. It's actually about intentionality. And the financial runway you create by choosing this path, it's really long. It's really powerful. And it ultimately buys you time, freedom, and options, which is what everyone wants in retirement. And I can prove it. Have you ever bought something that you thought would feel amazing, and then a couple weeks later, life just feels normal again? Well, that's the hedonic treadmill in action. It's a psychological phenomenon where we quickly return to a baseline level of happiness, even after we buy something exciting or buy something extra luxurious. That new car, a fancy bag, a big kitchen remodel, sure, it gives you a boost in the short term, but it's temporary. Your brain adjusts. And then you're right back to where you started, except with less money. The only way off the treadmill is to stop chasing the next upgrade. So let's talk about lifestyle creep. It's one of the sneakiest and most silent killers of financial freedom. You get a raise, great. And suddenly the dinners get fancier. The cars get nicer. The vacations get pricier. But here's the kicker. You don't really feel any richer. It all just feels normal. But it comes along with a bigger price tag. Over time, lifestyle creep locks you into higher spending and lower savings rate. And that can derail your retirement plans real fast. So looking poor, or better yet, just looking unchanged, helps you sidestep this trap. It's like a financial force field against spending drift. Most people don't realize this, but spending money to impress others is a game no one ever wins. But when you embrace a simpler lifestyle, stop upgrading every time the world says you should, you unlock something better, contentment. And with contentment becomes clarity. When you're satisfied with less, you can financially save more. And when you save more, you invest more. And when you invest more, you retire sooner or just better. So let me tell you about Sam. Sam is a 58-year-old electrician. So he's made a solid but not a flashy income his whole life. He never bought a new car. He packed his lunch every day. He lived in the same modest home for 30 years. Meanwhile, his friends were busy upgrading their homes, their cars, their vacations as soon as their incomes rose. Here's the twist. Sam's retiring next year with $1.4 million in his portfolio. Now, he doesn't look rich, but he's about to live like a king, but on his own terms. Road trips, grandkid time, I think even a backyard home brewery. He has played the long game, and now he's won. So let's flip the script a little bit. What if looking poor isn't a sign of failure, but a sign of financial strength? What if resisting lifestyle creep, ignoring the hedonic treadmill, and opting out of the status race is actually your ticket to peace, wealth, and ultimately freedom? So here's the bottom line. You don't have to look rich to build real wealth. It's actually quite the opposite. You just need discipline, clarity, and a willingness to live on your terms. And the reward is a retirement that's not just financially secure, but deeply satisfying and aligned with your values. If this message resonated with you, and if you're ready to align your money and meaning, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.